What's up, guys? It's Two Tone. I want to do something a little different today because last night I saw the trailer for the newest addition to the Street Fighter V roster, and this was one I've been hoping for and anticipating for quite some time. Karin was in fact my top pick to be included, and I was incredibly excited when I saw she'd made the cut. Like, she's one of my best characters in Alpha 3. She had one of the most unique fighting styles out of the entire cast, like from her excellent spacing, her awesome walk speed for foot games, and damn near like endless options for mix-ups, and I always have a ton of fun playing her. Now I wanted to talk about her moves a little bit and what kind of changes that I noticed. She translated very fluidly from Alpha 3 into the new system from what I can tell, for the most part. She still has a lot of her best normals, like her amazing sweep, standing HK, standing HP, all of that, which is like a breath of fresh air for anyone like me hoping to have some familiar options available. Her special moves are somewhat of a different story. Like her normals, she retained a good deal of her original attacks, such as like the flying crescent attack and the Gurren Ken Rekka combination, which can still be followed up by any number of her other moves, such as like the sweep, the double kick, and the palm, just to name a few. But speaking of her palm, there was something else I noticed while watching the trailer. It showcased her fighting Rashid, the other new character reveal, and at one point he fires off one of his little, tornado projectiles to which Karin performs the palm, and which I assume is still her standing SRK, and the tornado completely dissipates. And if that is really what I saw, then holy shit, that's awesome. Because that was one of her biggest weaknesses in Alpha 3. Other characters in the game have moves with things like mid-range invincibility, sidesteps, and moves to go under fireballs. Karin had almost no options when dealing with projectiles, and if your opponent was good at zoning, you were going to have like a really rough time establishing close range where Karin is dominant. So if her palm can extinguish Hadokens now, that's going to add like a whole new element to her gameplay. Another thing I wanted to talk about is the character herself. Karin has always been a hoity-toity, tomboyish rich girl with like a mean streak, especially toward people like Sakura, who she considers to be, below her. In my opinion, they nailed her personality, like straight down to the voice acting and the way she looks in action. Her moves look cool and well thought out. Her battle stance is great, and in those departments, I really give Capcom like the utmost credit. That being said, here's what I don't like about her. Number one, what the flying fuck happened to her face? Like, they seem to keep running into this problem with the more like complex characters designs, like Ken and Vega and now Karin. I get that the timeline of Street Fighter has like moved ahead a little bit, and everyone's supposed to be a little older than the previous titles, but I mean, look at her now as compared to, her Street Fighter Alpha 3 picture. Doesn't something seem like a little off here? I mean, clearly her clothes have changed, which I understand because she's most likely out of school by now and knee-deep in high-class society, but she just looks like uncomfortable in that outfit. It's all like bunched up around her neck, and she has long sleeves now. It just doesn't look right. And as I said with her face, I don't know, man. She's got this kind of like pseudo unibrow thing going on, and her nose got bigger, and I said this to some of my fighting game friends on Facebook earlier today. It looks like she's like storing nuts for the winter in her cheeks. Like, I don't know if all that money went to her head and she decided to get like puffy cheek implants or what. That might be why she has a bigger nose, all the plastic surgery. I don't know. I mean, it just looks strange. And once again, I mean, I know she's supposed to be older, but she looks older than Chun-Li does, and Karin is much younger than Chun-Li from what I remember. And I guess I'm just gonna say it. She's not pretty anymore. Yeah, she had like an ugly attitude back in the day as well as now, but the consolation is that she was kind of hot. I mean, Now we've got a stuck-up bitch who looks like a stuck-up bitch too. You know, I don't know. I might be a little shallow when it comes to female fighting game characters, but whatever. It's my opinion. This is gonna be a lot of people's first time seeing this character, and if they didn't play Alpha 3, they're gonna hate her as much as people hate like Jury or Rufus from 4. Ultimately, this isn't gonna affect my decision to play her. She's actually outranked Ken as my potential main based upon the roster so far, and I'm really glad to see she hasn't changed all that much, you know, despite the absolute dumpster fire that she's become. But anyway, that's all for this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you like her, don't like her, you know, any of your expectations for her role in the game, anything. Or if you'd like to see more videos like this one, I may or may not, you know, launch a new series like it, you know, with reviews and breakdowns and stuff like that. But anyway, this is Two Tone, and I'll see you guys next time.